The one habit that will change your life overnight. Let's cut the fluff. You're here because you want change. You're tired of being stuck. You've read the books, watched the videos, and still you're in the same place. You don't need another motivational speech. You need a wake-up call. There is one habit that will change your life overnight. Not in a month, not in a year, overnight. Doing what needs to be done, no matter how you feel. That's it. That's the habit. And guess what? Most people will never develop it because most people live their lives negotiating with their own weakness. They wake up and wait to feel ready before they take action. They wait for motivation before they get to work. They wait until it's easy before they commit. And that's why they stay stuck. Let me tell you something. Your feelings are liars. If you listen to them, you'll be lazy, weak, and undisciplined because your feelings will always tell you to stay comfortable, to take the easy route, to quit when things get tough. You want to change overnight? Stop listening to your emotions and start listening to your commitments. Don't feel like working out? Do it anyway. Don't feel like waking up early? Get up anyway. Don't feel like putting in the extra work? Stay late anyway. Because every time you act despite how you feel, you're rewriting your identity. You're transforming from someone who tries to someone who executes, from someone who hopes into someone who demands results. There is no magic formula, no secret hack, no shortcut. Just this one brutal truth. Do what needs to be done no matter what. If you live by this habit, your life will change so fast it'll scare you. Because while everyone else is waiting for motivation, you'll already be miles ahead. The choice is yours. You can keep waiting or you can take control. Right now, no more excuses, no more waiting, no more weakness. Get up, get moving, get it done. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is the biggest lie you've been sold. It's weak. It's unreliable. It's that hype you feel after watching a video, reading a book, or hearing a good speech. But let me ask you this. Where's that motivation when your alarm goes off at 4 a.m.? Where is it when you're tired, sore, and don't feel like showing up? I'll tell you where. It's gone. Nowhere to be found. Because motivation is an emotion, and emotions come and go. Discipline doesn't give a damn how you feel. See, people love to chase motivation because it's easy. They love that little rush, that little high. But discipline, that's earned. That's built through suffering, through showing up when you don't want to, through grinding when every cell in your body is telling you to quit. You think Navy SEALs wake up motivated every day? Hell no. You think the best athletes, the best entrepreneurs, the best in any field feel like putting in work all the time? No shot. But they do it anyway because they understand something you don't. Success isn't built on feeling. It's built on habits. Discipline is what separates the ones who talk from the ones who do. Discipline is showing up when nobody's watching. It's grinding in silence. It's pushing through pain, fatigue, and self-doubt because you refuse to be average. The truth is, most people will never develop discipline. Why? Because it requires suffering, and suffering is the price of greatness. Most people wake up and wait to feel motivated. You wake up and execute. Most people hit snooze. You get your ass up and go to work. Most people quit when it gets hard. You push harder because discipline is what keeps you in the fight when motivation is long gone. Discipline is what makes you unstoppable. Callous your mind. Most people are soft. They crumble under pressure. The moment life gets hard, they fold. Why? Because they've spent their whole lives avoiding discomfort. They've built a mind that's fragile, weak, unprepared for the real world. But you're different. You're here because you want to be better. You want to be stronger. And that starts with one thing: callous in your mind. See, your hands get callous when you put them through hell, when you lift heavy, when you work past the pain. At first, it hurts, it stings. But over time, your skin adapts. It gets tougher, more resistant. Now imagine doing that with your mind. Most people run from pain. You need to chase it. Most people avoid suffering. You need to embrace it. Because every time you push through something hard, something uncomfortable, you're laying down another layer of toughness, another layer of resilience. You think you're tired? Good, keep going. You think you can't take another step? Take 5 more. You think life's unfair? Nobody cares. Fight anyway. The world isn't going to hand you strength. It isn't going to make you tough. That's on you. that's built through deliberate suffering, through putting yourself in situations that break most people and refusing to break. So go out there and seek pain. Find the struggle. And when it hits, don't run. Lean into it, because every ounce of pain you endure is another layer of armor on your mind. And soon you'll be unstoppable. Do the hard thing every day. Most people live their lives avoiding hard things. They look for shortcuts, the easy way out, the path of least resistance. And that's exactly why they stay weak, stay average, stay stuck. You want to be different? You want to be unbreakable? Then you need to do the hard thing every single day. No excuses. No negotiations. No waiting until you feel like it. You wake up and your mind says, stay in bed. That's the moment you get up. You're tired, your body hurts, and your mind says, take it easy today. That's the moment you push even harder. You're scared to fail, and your mind says, maybe try later. That's the moment you go all in. Because every time you choose the hard thing, you're building something most people will never have. Mental calluses. You're conditioning yourself to be relentless. You're proving to yourself every single day that you are stronger than the voice in your head that tells you to quit. See, people think success is some big, dramatic moment, but it's not. Success is built in the small, brutal, daily choices. It's built when nobody's watching, when it's just you versus you. So you don't wait for the hard thing to come to you. You go find it. You seek out discomfort. You hunt pain, because if you're not suffering, if you're not pushing, if you're not forcing yourself to get uncomfortable, then you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. Master the voice in your head. That voice in your head is the most dangerous enemy you'll ever face. It's sneaky, it's relentless, and if you don't control it, it will own you. You wake up and it tells you to stay in bed. You start a workout and it tells you to slow down. You hit a roadblock and it whispers, maybe this isn't for you. That voice is a liar. It's weak. And if you listen to it, you'll stay weak too. See, most people don't even realize they're slaves to their own mind. They let that weak voice dictate their actions. They negotiate with it. They obey it. And that's why they stay the same. You want to be different? You want to be unstoppable? Then you have to turn the volume down on that weak voice and turn up the volume on the savage inside you. That voice tells you you're too tired. You tell it to shut the hell up and keep going. That voice tells you it's too hard. You remind it who the hell you are. That voice tells you to quit. You laugh and push even harder. Because when you stop listening to weakness, something incredible happens. You start to reprogram your mind. You start to realize that pain is just a test. That fear is just an illusion. That quitting is a choice. And suffering is temporary. But greatness lasts forever. The key is to catch that weak voice the second it speaks. Don't argue with it. Don't entertain it. Crush it. Drown it out with action. Train your mind like a muscle. Because once you own your mind, nothing and no one can stop you. Stop negotiating with yourself. Every single day, there's a war going on inside your head. One voice is weak. It wants comfort, ease, and excuses. The other voice, it's the savage, the one that knows what needs to be done. And every day you have a choice. Most people spend their lives negotiating with themselves. They wake up and bargain with that weak voice. Maybe I'll sleep in just a little longer. I'll start tomorrow. I've done enough for today. They make deals with weakness, and that's why they lose. You want to be different? Stop making deals with weakness. There is no debate. There is no second option. There is only one standard. Do what needs to be done, period. Your body says, I'm tired. Who cares? Get up. Your mind says, it's too hard. Too bad. Do it anyway. You start feeling sorry for yourself, shut that down immediately. See, once you stop negotiating, once you remove the option to quit, your life changes overnight. Because now it's not about how you feel, it's about what you demand from yourself. There's no magic to this. There's no shortcut. It's just a choice, a brutal, relentless choice to refuse to accept anything less than your absolute best. And once you master that, once you learn to ignore the negotiations and execute anyway, you become something most people will never be. Untouchable, be uncommon among the common. Most people are content being average. They wake up, do the bare minimum, and call it a day. They blend in, follow the herd, and live their entire lives comfortable, forgettable, and weak. You want to be like them? Then do what they do. Hit snooze, skip workouts, make excuses, play it safe. But if you want to be different, if you want to be the one who stands out, who dominates, who refuses to settle, then you have to become uncommon among the common. That means doing what others won't. That means showing up when everyone else is quitting. That means pushing yourself to a level that makes people uncomfortable because they can't understand it. They can't handle it. They don't have it in them. When others take breaks, you keep grinding. When others slow down, you push harder. When others look for the easy way out, you take the hardest path on purpose. Because being uncommon means setting a standard that most people aren't willing to meet. It means training when no one's watching. It means going beyond what's required. It means living in the mindset of, I don't care what's normal. I'm here to be a savage. And let me tell you something. When you start living this way, people will try to pull you back down. They'll call you obsessed. They'll say you're doing too much. Why? Because your work ethic exposes their laziness. But you don't lower your standards to fit in. You don't slow down so others feel comfortable. You keep going. You keep outworking. You keep becoming what they'll never be. Because at the end of the day, there's two types of people, the common and the uncommon. And you already know which one you're going to be. Own your weaknesses and destroy them. Most people spend their whole lives running from their weaknesses. They hide from them. They make excuses for them. They pretend they don't exist because facing them is too damn uncomfortable. And that's exactly why they stay stuck, weak, soft, average. But you don't get to do that. You don't get to lie to yourself. See, real strength isn't pretending you've got it all figured out. Real strength is looking your weaknesses dead in the eye and saying, I see you, I own you, and I'm coming to destroy you. If you're out of shape, admit it, then fix it. If you're undisciplined, admit it, then fix it. If you're lazy, insecure, making excuses, own all of it. Because the longer you run, the weaker you become. You need to hunt down your weaknesses like an enemy. Track them, study them, make them beg for mercy. If you suck at something, don't avoid it, attack it. If something scares you, don't back down, run toward it. Because the only way to destroy weakness is through relentless, unbreakable effort. Most people will never do this. They'll keep lying to themselves, telling themselves they're good enough. They'll stay comfortable, stay average, and then wonder why they never level up. But not you. You're built different. You don't let your weaknesses define you. You dominate them. You wake up every day, look in the mirror and ask, where am I still weak? Then you go to war with it again and again and again. Because at the end of the day, you're either conquering your weaknesses or they're conquering you. At the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing, you versus you. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. You either step up and own your life or you stay the same. That choice is yours every single day. Discipline over motivation. You don't wait to feel ready. You execute no matter what. Callous your mind. You seek discomfort, embrace suffering, and get stronger through pain. Do the hard thing every day. You stop looking for easy. You hunt the challenge. Master the voice in your head. You silence weakness and turn up the savage. Stop negotiating with yourself. There is no debate. You just do. Be uncommon among the common. You refuse to blend in, refuse to settle, refuse to be like the rest. Own your weaknesses and destroy them. No more excuses, no more running. You have one life. Stop waiting, stop hoping, start dominating, stay hard, stay relentless, stay unstoppable.